All right. Hey, we are back, everybody. It's ZUDECAST number 90. Oh my gosh, guys. 90 ZUDECASTs.
9.
Holy shit.
0.
Fuck, bro. It's so bizarre.
Are you certain it's number 90?
I am pretty certain it's
That's
number 90.
crazy.
Yeah, 90 ZUDECASts, bro. That's 9 decades. Or wait.
Yeah.
9 decades of
years.
ZUDECAST.
Yeah,
See?
90 years of ZUDECAST.
I'm not the only one.
Well, the time perception, the time dilation in the Zude house, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah. Zudes are eternal. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have a long overdue episode. We got the boy Ritual Productions in the house. Yo, how the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Dude, doing great, man. It's a very special day. I see you're feeling you're swagged out to the maximum here in honor of
Swag to the gills.
in honor of the
Dude, we got to see the back. Hold up. Do a little twist for the other. Dude, yeah, I don't know if you guys can see on the camera, but you got the Lord of the Rings, the two towers on the back there. if you're familiar with the lore of the two towers is what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, it's 9/11. Been 22 years since 9/11, guys. And we said before the show, we're talking about it. We're like, 9/11 is such a barometer of what generation you're from, you know, because it's like if you saw it on TV, you're allowed to make jokes about it. All right, that's what we concluded. But if you watched it on YouTube later, you don't get to make jokes. You weren't there, bro. You weren't a part of this, you know.
No, yeah. If you're Gen Z, it doesn't count. That's what we've determined is the cutoff for between millennial and Gen Z. If you watched 9/11 on like a CRT TV in your classroom, you're a millennial. If you watched it for the first time on like TikTok, you're a Gen Z, dude.
Imagine watching 9/11 for the first time on TikTok. That's a lot of people's experience for this, probably, bro.
I watched it first on VHS, but then I got the Blu-ray copy of the footage later.
You guys remember where you were? I remember very, very clearly.
Yeah.
Dude.
I was playing race cars with the Hot Wheels on the coffee table with my cousin, and the TV was just on. And I look over and I'm like, that's crazy. And I just kept playing. I had no fucking, I mean, you see it.
You're like,
let's be honest. We were 6 years old.
Yeah, basically. No, we're just the cutoff. The cutoff is right there.
We're like, oh, that's crazy. But then like in the ensuing days, you come to realize it's like real life because they're talking about it like in school and everything. And, you know. Like,
yeah, it was a whole thing. There was a Disney Channel advertisement, and I think
they asked Ja Rule how he felt about 9/11 too. You remember that iconic tidbit, bro? You know what I'm talking about?
Why?
Oh yeah. No, and that was like the Dave Chappelle bit.
No, it's a real
that, right?
thing. MTV
well, I know.
Really, yeah.
But then there was a Dave Chappelle joke about that where it's like, why do we care what Ja Rule has to say about 9/11?
I care what he had to say. Okay. Right,
no, but there was like the Disney Channel one where it was like, it's okay to talk about, and it was like Hillary Duff. Or no, who the fuck was it? Was like one of those like, you know, Mickey Mouse capades stars that was like, I just feel a lot better when I can talk about talking about 9/11. It was fucking weird, dude.
It's gonna be that kind of episode.
9/11's not funny. First of all, disclaimer.
Unless you're in the Bush family.
Yeah. But you know, I think South Park, the 20-year rule is the rule, right?
Solid,
I think we're well in the clear,
tragedy
dude.
plus time. So.
Yeah.
And as the ZUDECAST, that's what we do. We're not on the cutting edge. We wait until we're in the clear by South Park standards.
Yeah,
20 years we make the jokes.
20 years.
Playing it safe.
Yeah.
No, all right. Guys, let's all just remember, no more strikes today.
All right, yep. All right, so roundabout, everybody, tell your name. It's Adrian Grody. How's everybody doing? Just follow me on Instagram, the Cosmic Lore Comics, and I do the ZUDECAST with the boys.
Yo, it's your local Uber driver / eBay guy /
You got
guitar
a promotion.
player. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I did my first. Yeah, I'm paying more in car insurance now to do this.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I drove around some people. Some of them have interesting names. Some of them have interesting smells. Some of them are cool.
You need to get a detailing. You need to get the subscription detailing.
Nah, man, I got my car all cleaned out, dude. It's fucking as clean as it's ever been.
For now.
It almost doesn't even look like I ever smoked weed in it every day for years.
How many years? It's been like at least a decade, right?
I've had that car since like 2018.
No, okay,
Yeah, something like that.
You must have had another
had
car
another
that
car.
looked.
I had
very
a different.
similar,
I had a
right?
different Camry
Okay,
before,
right,
but that
right,
one would
right.
not have been eligible for Uber.
Yeah, because
But-
it's too old.
Yes,
That car could definitely joke about 9/11, right?
definitely. That was it was like a 2002, so it was like the
Oh,
first
right
batch.
there, yeah. He's all like, "Sup, bitches."
Yeah, basically.
All
Anyways,
right,
yeah.
across the table here.
Is Robert Ware your local hermit music producer? Well, I guess I might not be the only one now because this guy makes music too. Who are you?
I do. My name is Josh. I like to party. No. No. Josh, aka Ritual Productions, aka Ritual Couture. You know,
Swag.
I'm a international businessman. No. I'm just
Nice.
Yeah, I make music. I make clothes. I stream DJ sets on Twitch.
Yeah.
I do. If you're in the Bay Area, sometimes I DJ at this bar, Ireland's 32. Come
Nice.
through, catch some house music, some drum and bass.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And you rap
Yeah.
too over your own beats too. So you produce the drum and bass, and then you rap over drum and bass, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I normally leave that part out. Just, I don't know. I'm just so used to when people ask if I make music. Like for example, like if anybody I'm talking to, like at work or something, they're like, "Oh, you make music?" The last thing I do is tell them I rap. I'm like, I never tell them. I'm like, yeah, I play bass. But yeah, that is the main, probably the main part of it.
Yeah.
Like I rap over the drum and bass.
Wow.
So, just a quick question: like, as a musician, out of all the things you do, like musically, what do you consider to be your like, your top? Your like, what do you identify as?
That's
It's a
Your
weird, it's a
musical,
weird
yeah.
question,
I'm
right?
definitely a
Like,
drum and bass producer.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
right.
Yeah, because
Okay,
the songs
yeah.
really stand alone on themselves, and they're strong pieces of music before I rap on them.
Mhm.
So it just makes it like just like an added layer on top. It's not really necessary though.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the stuff on the last project I released, not Certified Bangers, Designer Bass. Most of it didn't have lyrics on it. Only 2 songs I was rapping on. But yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, where'd you get the taste for DNB, dude? The exquisite taste of drum and bass. It's very like UK, bro. Like you're about to be like, yo, we coming from Bellingham, Worcestershire. I'm not saying that you do that. I'm
Really,
saying that some people do that.
You know, it's funny if you look on my SoundCloud, there's some songs where I'm kind of doing shit like that. Because when I first started, obviously I take a lot of inspiration from them because they're the only people that do it. But it was really this show, People Just Do Nothing. Like, I've always kind of been into EDM, and then really in like 2013, I was into like dubstep and stuff. But since then, I don't really
Those are
like
the
it
days.
as much.
Yeah.
I'm more into I was more into like house music and stuff, and then I watched this show, People Just Do Nothing, on Netflix. It's not on Netflix anymore though, but it's about basically a pirate radio crew, and they play UKG and drum and bass, and the MC, like the lead of the show, is like a sick rapper. Like they all make music. One of the DJs that was like the actor in the show is actually like a Grammy award-winning artist.
Nice.
And so it's just like a sick show.
What's
And
the show called?
People Just Do Nothing.
People Just Do Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Shoot. Before we get too deep here, I just want to give a quick shout out to all the people in the chat.
Ooh,
Thanks
Hey,
for showing
yo,
up.
who
Thanks
we
for
got in the
showing up,
chat?
guys. You know.
Oh shit! Wait! Oh no! I'm spoiling.
Yeah, we got shout out to Ray, shout out to Nat, and shout out to the Let It Eat podcast. Thanks again for tuning in,
again,
y'all.
real quick. Yeah, we got Nat, Natalie, and fucking Let It Eat. Shouts out to y'all. Hell yeah.
Would you look at that? It's me.
Nat Geo.
Ooh. All right, yeah, we're good.
That's me.
Hashtag
twice.
never forget.
Never forget.
Never forgive.
So yeah, you make drum and bass, you rap, and you do like fashion design too. What got you into that? How long you been doing that?
When I was in high school, I just started like customizing kind of shirts with just like a vinyl.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Shout out to Shyla on the boards.
Shout out to Shyla for coming through. Thank you so much, Shyla. We're learning.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Our new Zood interns.
Yeah, I know.
We got Greg last week. We got Shyla this
We
week.
said we're just everybody's job interview. They just have to come do it. So,
Yeah.
sorry. You get 10 minutes of training.
You have 10 minutes to learn these 5 buttons. Got it.
All right.
So
But
yeah, basically in high school, I just started like doing the iron-on shit just because I really liked Huff and I liked Supreme and stuff, but it's just a little too expensive. You know, in high school, I didn't have a job. My parents were like, $60 for a shirt? That's insane. Like, maybe like I'll buy you like one.
Yeah.
Like in
Right.
like maybe like for Christmas or something.
Birthday,
but it's not,
Christmas,
like,
yeah.
So I just kind of started like buying T-shirts and just like printing out shit that I just kind of wanted to see on them. And then I went actually to school for fashion design. I got a degree in apparel design, and then that's
Nice.
where I learned how to sew. And then I got a sewing machine and an embroidery machine. I just do all of it at my house now.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Sweet.
So pretty much every piece of clothing you put out is hand fucking crafted.
Yeah, or I mean, like for the pants, they are like the custom pants and stuff like that. And some of the more higher ticket items on my website, Ritual.Productions, is hand sewn, but a lot of it is just kind of like I'll get like high quality blanks and then I'll embroider on them, or I'll cut them up and do it just because it would cost a lot more money for like the person buying it if I was to sit there and like sew
Do it all,
everything
right.
Oh, yeah,
from-
yeah.
From scratch,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's still custom tailored.
Yeah.
Though.
Well,
That's
Yeah.
sick though. Yeah.
That's like a lot with like when you get like tie-dye stuff or whatever, it's just like you know, an existing just white t-shirt or whatever,
Yeah.
and they do it. Yeah. That makes sense
Or a
though.
lot of places
Yeah.
too, they just screen print onto like a high quality
Right,
blank
yeah.
too, you know.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like, I mean, if you think about it, really the only people that are like producing their own shirts is like Helmut Lang and Heron Preston and Gucci, and
Yeah.
Prada and shit. Like anybody that's like a brand that's selling it in Zoomies is
Right.
not cutting and sewing their shirts.
No,
know
hell
what I mean?
No, they got the machines and everything,
Yeah.
bro. Like a
Like,
factory.
Yeah.
They got
well,
the kids in Taiwan are busting ass.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just saying that it's not like they're all like getting custom spec made ones.
No,
They're
definitely
all
not.
blanks, I guess, to a certain degree.
Hell yeah, man, dude. That's so fucking sick. Oh yeah, you got his website pulled up?
Oh yeah, I got the site
doing?
pulled up.
Yeah, let's see here.
I had to take this off actually because this sweater that I'm wearing,
Oh yeah, here, pull it, go back here, Nat.
because on the back, it has the Twin Towers, and it actually has like it has, oh my goodness.
It's all
Water
good, it's all
bottle.
good.
The Hydro Flask
Got too
disaster,
excited.
bro. Right as you talked
Dude,
about the Twin Towers.
That
it
was a
fell.
controlled demolition,
Yeah.
dude. I saw you.
My water bottle's a crisis. Actually.
Yeah.
No, but it has like a marionette doing the planes into the buildings, and so sometimes like when I'm applying to fashion jobs, I'm like putting my website on there, so I'm not. So like some of the other stuff I only
Right.
have on my Instagram.
Right.
Some
Yeah.
stuff like this I only
That
have on my
edgy
Instagram.
stuff.
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
trying to say though, bro? With the hands, with the marionette strings?
Dude.
What could that possibly? We'll get into it. We'll get into
Yeah.
it.
But yeah, we got your website pulled up here too. Oh yeah. Shout out to Natalie there and all
Shout
the
out to Dog.
Nat
Oh,
Dog,
dude.
another fam of the Zudes here, fellow rapper.
Sick.
So like for example, that Simpin' and Easy jacket is all custom, just like, and the pants right there too. It's
Oh, dude.
all like hand sewn and made just from fabric, and the jacket actually has like a crazy lining in it. Like I didn't get pictures of it on the website, unfortunately,
That's
but
dope.
it has like a really crazy velvet lining, and then the arms are lined with silk, so it's a little bit.
You
more
got like that
comfortable.
Damn.
Seinfeld lining. You know how he's talking about on that one episode where he's got the striped lining.
Oh,
Yeah.
on
Oh,
the.
yeah, dude, it looks like regal, honestly. It's
Dude, that's
pretty
sick.
intense.
Fire.
Yeah, bro. We were just talking about swag stats earlier, bro, and they wanted to dismiss my theories on swag stats, bro. But the swag stats are hitting peak here, bro.
They're off the
Bro,
charts.
I see you got the symbol of Saturn right there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This?
I was just
Oh, wait.
talking about that. Yeah, there's the hexagon on the North Pole of Saturn, bro.
Oh, sick. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually. I looked up the Order of the Golden Dawn,
Golden Dawn, yep.
like way back in the day, and that said it was their symbol.
Yo.
Yeah.
So I just put that on there.
Well,
That's
those-
crazy.
Yeah, those fools are crazy. They're all like practice Saturnalia and shit, bro.
I know. I'm like, which
rituals,
Elder
bro.
Scrolls game is that from, dude?
Oh, it's Oblivion, bro. I was just about to say that.
Is the
like,
Golden Dawn part?
It's
or
the
is it
Order of
called-
the Mystic Dawn.
Mystic Dawn,
in
yeah,
Oblivion,
yeah.
Only real Elder Scrolls
Oh
fans
yeah,
know
see, I
this.
forgot I even called it OGD. That's what that stands for.
Oh yeah, Order of the Golden Dawn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that's sick.
Fuck yeah. So
Yeah, these are fire.
Dude, yeah, for real.
Some very sick pieces
That's
of
a
here.
language I made up, actually, or not really a language. It's more like a cipher on the left on the sleeves on that one.
Oh shit, with the little what are they called? Hieroglyphs and shit.
Yo.
That's
Yeah,
not
that's-
really like a new language, but it's like a cipher.
That's fucking tight,
Okay,
bro.
on the left side, go back to the left real quick. It looks like, like a mouse and a window, and then we got a high pass EQ shelf, and then maybe some waves, and then a link.
That's the berserk
I'll give
symbol.
you a
The
hint.
hyperlink
This
with the
is
crosshair.
rotated 90 degrees, so like you'd be reading
Oh
it.
shit.
Okay.
like top-
Oh, so it'd
but
be
the
like a
other way,
one word, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
That's a trip.
And then
What could these artifacts mean?
yeah.
Imagine someone like pulls this shirt up like just 1,000 years from now, everything's all shelled out and like apocalyptic.
See,
Like, what could this have meant?
that throws away everything I said except the first one. The first one still
Ritual?
looks like.
That's actually what that one says, and the other side says pariah. I thought I was like a little edgier back then.
No, that's tight though. I feel it, man.
That's
you know,
sick,
You know,
dude.
the Zudes love edgy shit around here. So
Yeah.
hell yeah. Here,
Dude.
let's go back to the
Nice, you got some-
full screen here though. But
Some
for
nice
real, that-
pieces on here.
Yeah, dude, that shit's
Thanks.
sick.
Very
See-
sick.
see-
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Sorry, I'm all like, whew. Okay. So you said
Getting fired up.
Yeah, you said you were you're inspired by the Order of the Golden Dawn. When did you start getting into like occult stuff? And your name is Ritual, so like how'd
Yeah.
that whole aesthetic come to be?
We're on to you.
He's
Well,
like, yeah, I worship Baal. It's lit.
well, back then I was really, I was really intrigued by it, but I didn't really know, I didn't really know what basically like the extent of kind of like the symbols meant or what. Like I looked into
Yeah.
it like a little bit, and I was just really, honestly, it started like with kind of like back in when I was in high school, I used to use psychedelics. I was an experimenter.
Yeah.
And it just kind of like that, and just like listening to Terrence McKenna, it
Yeah.
just made me want to try to see what the occult was about, because he spoke like it was like kind of like, he never really spoke negatively about it, like how sometimes he would be like, oh, like people, a lot of the times like the people in India that are like supposed to be like holy men that like charge you money for like, and you're supposed to like kiss their feet and shit. He would like, I don't know, not like talk shit on a lot of like
Right.
necessarily organized religion, but it just felt like he never really said anything negative about a cult. It was always just interesting. So that just kind of sparked my interest in it a little bit. And yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah.
And the
dude.
rest is history.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Terrence-
dude, that's crazy to imagine to get someone to pay money to kiss your feet, dude. That's like some ancient OnlyFans type of shit.
I know.
Bro. That's nuts.
I usually pay the money to have my
Right, right. Well, right.
premium,
And these are guys. They pay it. That's crazy. Like you have to have some kind of like institutional power behind it to be
Bro.
able to convince people to do that. Like you have to convince them that there's some
Yeah.
benefit.
They got that
Kissing your
enlightened
feet.
clout.
Yeah,
Back
yeah,
in the day-
right.
Back in the day,
Chase the clout.
You'd have followers if you were like had enlightenment and shit, or if you could at least lie to people successfully about having it and pass off as like a holy person.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
now
It's
you
all
gotta do-
about making people think the way you think. That's what life's about. That's the real
Yeah.
meaning of it, bro. That's how you get asked samsaras, because you start getting everybody else to. Anyways, oh fuck, I was gonna say something.
It was so easy to be a charlatan back then. I mean, it's easy now. Look at us, but like, it was so fucking easy back in the day. Like, you just go to a different town with a different name, take your snake oil to the
Not
next
even that
place,
far
and
away,
just
like 20 miles
yeah,
away.
no, and no one will ever know who the fuck you are, dude.
Yeah.
Like I ain't walking that far.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So about the what were you gonna say?
Yeah, it was Oh yeah, I was gonna say Terrence McKenna is the real gateway drug though.
Yeah.
We said no more though. You can't sample Terrence McKenna anymore. No more Terrence McKenna and no more Alan Watts.
Yeah.
Not allowed. Can't do any of those.
Just in music.
Everybody
Yeah.
ruined it for everybody. But also, Android Terrence McKenna is coming as a character on ZUDECAST soon. Stay tuned.
Oh, shit.
Why would you just invalidate what you said like that?
Well,
Well,
because
it's
we're
not
gonna use an
sampling.
AI. It's gonna be different.
How is that different? That sounds worse.
But it's not gonna be in music. He's
Oh.
gonna be a character. He's gonna come on the show.
Oh,
Yeah,
is that
Is
like
he gonna sing?
No.
Okay.
Are we gonna do like Chat GPT? Terrence McKenna
Yes.
calls into the show.
Yes, indeed.
Spoilers, but
Spoilers.
that's sick.
But
What
you
the
know who
hell
else
were we
talked
ta-
about
yeah.
that shit though? No, because you were saying Terrence McKenna, Christopher Lee too. We just watched Lord of the Rings and stuff. So goated, by the way. But Christopher Lee talked a lot about like occult shit and like black magic and stuff too. So it's pretty interesting.
It's a very wide net of occult stuff. You know, it's not like the larger, you know, Christianity, Islam, like the bigger religions. It's like it's weird own little esoteric thing, but there's a million different offshoots of it. Like you don't have the clout chasing power. You're just kind of like off in a dark corner doing something. But like I don't know, like it just has such
activity.
it has a very negative connotation to it. Like when you think occult, you think like whatever, yeah, like World War II, like Hitler was on some occult shit, and like you know, Indiana Jones type shit. That's like the first thing that comes to my head.
PSYOP, bro.
The PSYOP.
That's the CIA.
Man.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
behind Lucasfilm.
I'm sure.
I believe
yeah.
it's Spielberg.
Dude,
yeah.
Yeah. I
They're
don't know.
all in
I mean,
on
like,
it.
honestly, I feel like a lot of, I mean, like, obviously they used to, it wasn't really that long ago that they were like burning witches and stuff because they were like
Yeah.
so scared of it. And, you know, like, it's even the Catholic Church practices magic when they do, like, it wasn't that long ago. I don't know if they're still doing exorcisms, but that's a
Yep.
magical ritual, you know?
Yep.
So
Right.
it's like, it's not like even the mainstream organized religions still practice magic and
Yeah.
use magical ceremonies and stuff. Like,
They just don't like to. They don't like to think of it that way, though.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that's what going to church is, though. That was like the fool who was on Midnight Gospel, and he was all like, when you go to church, everybody's like coming together using your collective energy to like talk to God and like try to feel close to God by all being in the same place, thinking about God and shit. And it's like, yeah, that's pretty magical, bro. That's pretty ritualistic, I dare say.
Yeah.
And you know, the guy who's like their main guy, Jesus, right? He was like a magician, right? Like he could do miracles and stuff like that. And he's not the only one. There's the other religions too, like Moses and Muhammad and Buddha. They kind of, and all of them went somewhere for like a period of time around like 10 years and then came back and performed the miracle. So it's like there's something that these people are able to latch onto and do once they kind of like take enough time to journey into themselves far enough to find whatever it is that like creates that ability to do that stuff. And then, you know, like, and then all of these religions were formed and like a lot of dogma is attached to it. But there's practices that they say, like in Buddhism is the best at telling you about the practices of what the Buddha did to attain enlightenment. Like in Christianity, it just kind of says, and Jesus disappeared for like 12 years or whatever. And then he came back and he was with this shit. Like, but
well, it's crazy too because it's like, especially it's like your mainstream religions. They're the ones I always joke around, and I was like, stories from like the Bible and mythology. That's like the movie version of like shit that sort of might have probably really happened, you know. But so it's hella exaggerated and stuff. But again, it's just like it's been revised so many times. So we're like, you're right with Jesus. They're just like, what do you actually do to like figure shit out? They're like, well, he was just sick with it. He was just born that way. He's the GOAT. Like, and it's just kind of, I don't know, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's not magic, bro.
It's not.
Yeah.
Believe me, bro, it's a different
well, that's
strain,
like,
bro.
well, that's what's always like
God.
been weird. I'm like, you can just say it's magic. I'll be fine. Like, I'm not gonna be mad if you just admit that it is magic. But I feel like when you say something's magic or someone's a magician, it's like lower tier. You know what I mean? Because a magician is also like fucking David Blaine or whatever.
Yeah.
But like it's like no, that's
like mage or something.
yeah,
but that would've sounded
mage,
little
a
corny, I
wizard,
felt like.
right? Yeah. I mean, I guess that's a real fucking. That was a real job, dude. That used to be a real career, being a mage.
Well, they still have shamans and like places. You know, they still have people who are kind of like connecting to that current, and you know, a lot of the shamans use like drugs to help them and stuff. But it's just like, I think that's probably just like a faster way, but more likely to have like bad outcomes because it's harder to control that type of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of people these days that look for like cheap enlightenment, you know what I mean? Just like do a bunch of psychedelics and get cooked out, and they're just like, I'm so woke now. And it's just like, you're not really trying to like fix yourself, you're just trying to do drugs, like, you know. But they do go hand in hand, of course. You know, there's tons of religions and stuff that are like, it's like, we were just talking about this the other week too. about the burning bush and all that too, or like the ergot poisoning with the Salem witch trials and all that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But
I think psychedelics are the most powerful if you combine them with like meditation. You know,
Yeah.
you learn to passively observe your thoughts instead of just getting anxious because you're high as fuck. All right. So I don't know, like, not to go too crazy. I was on shrooms like last night, just like a little micro dose of shrooms, and I sat in this recliner in the other chair, and it used to be my like grandfather's chair, and he passed away like almost 10 years ago now. But just in that moment, I was just like, huh. I just came over here to get something, but suddenly I feel a presence because I was just open to it and I was just passively observing it. And I think that's where like a lot of spiritual like experiences for people happen. It's just being open to an experience.
Right.
And whether you determine that to be like psychological or mystical is totally up to you, I suppose. You know, we still don't know because we don't fucking understand shit about shit. So
yeah.
I feel like back in the day, like thousands of years ago, it was probably way easier to get channeled into that kind of stuff because you don't have all
TV,
these
cell
distractions. Yeah, like if you were really just out in the desert, just doing desert shit all day, bro, like you would be tuned in. Like you don't even think about how quiet it is. Like you ever just go out into like a really desolate nature area and you're like, damn, it's fucking just quiet as shit.
yeah.
Like it was like that like most of the time if you weren't like around people. Like if you like heard something or like saw something weird, like you would be way more tuned into it. Where it's like now you can see some shit and just not even be fazed by it at all. Like whatever, like in New York where it's just like people are like, oh, look at that, a crane's falling over the skyscraper. And it's just like, they're like, wow, oh, you blocked
plane flying into
Yeah.
that fucking building.
Be like, no way, dude. Yeah.
Oh no.
That's
yeah.
a spiritual experience right there.
Dude.
You guys said we could joke about it.
Oh yeah. No, we can.
You're good. I fucking.
We didn't get totally high before this episode,
Nah.
like we do every episode. Dude, I feel like we got to talk about it. What's going on? What's going on in the wide world of freedom and chaos?
Chaos.
Chaos, huh?
Yeah, man.
Like
I said,
chaos
I don't know.
magic.
22 years since 9/11.
This relates. You ever see the Satan in the face and the smoke of the
Oh,
World
yeah.
Trade Center?
Yeah,
bro?
I have seen
That's
that.
creepy. Classic creepy pasta.
CIA propaganda against Satan.
Yeah, right. They're trying to give Satan a bad name.
Right.
Dude, I mean, like, they definitely, it is one of those things where 9/11 pretty much is the definitive event that set off the 21st century. Like, before 9/11, it basically was still the 90s, even though it was 2001.
Yeah.
Like, it was still that era. But then, like, I feel like it just gave, like, such a blanket excuse to change, like, everything about foreign policy and, like, ramp up all the, like, surveillance stuff and the just Jedi mind trick fuckery.
It's
that we're
like
in now.
when you try to fight your dad for the first time and he picks you up by your shit and just like fucking slaps you and he's like, no, you're a man now. Like, it's like that paradigm shift. You're like, okay, I'm sorry. We'll take it seriously.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what I mean?
Well, it's basically like the one thing that ever actually happened
Yeah.
on American shores.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
9/11 and Pearl
Other
Harbor.
than like Pearl Harbor, yeah.
and January 6th.
Yeah, we can't leave out the trilogy, the Triforce of
Yeah.
world-shaking, altering
The
events.
Empire
Yeah.
Strikes Back.
Yeah.
The red wave really crashed at the shores of Liberty. You know what I'm saying?
Those three things are
I think J6
equal.
was worse than 9/11 in some ways. Someone out there.
Their
will agree with
costumes
me.
were worse, I think.
I think the which footage is more iconic?
Definitely the.
9/11.
Well, I mean, we were talking
Oh my
about shamans, dude. Like in spirituality, the Q
Oh, yeah,
shaman is a
yeah.
fucking legend, dude.
Talk about crisis act.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Chat says can't wait for the next one.
For what? The next
what
9/11?
next one of what? What are you referring to exactly?
I know.
Or January 6th. Which one? Either way, you're on a watch list.
Yeah. I'm just here with popcorn, dude. At this point, I'm like, I just don't even give a shit anymore. Like, whatever happens in the future from now, I'm just like, all right, this is interesting.
I'm on a highway to hell.
Dude, like, any, like, pretty much all of the major choices for, like, who's going to be the next president I feel like there's never been a higher likelihood that any of them could get schmassinated.
I was just about to say.
Like, there's valid reasons to believe that, like, pretty much any of the top contenders could get schmot, dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Trump, Biden doesn't even need to get shot. He just needs to get like another sandbag. Yeah, another. He needs to just like trip over. Yeah, he needs to just roll his ankle one more time, and it's over.
The fact
and then
that we're,
RFK. Let's not even get started on RFK, dude.
The fact that we're so disillusioned by the reality of the possibility of this happening definitely means we're getting left behind when the rapture hits, bro. like it's bad news for us. Has it already come, though? That's the question.
That is the question. Is it not?
I don't know. That was 9/11 the rapture?
That was 9/11 part 2.
Harambe was the rapture, bro, because Harambe got sent to heaven,
shit,
bro. Yep.
Dude, when Jesus Christ gets reincarnated as a fucking gorilla.
Is that canon?
Is that canon?
Is that lore?
I don't know.
That would signify the rapture, right? The return of Jesus Christ. That is
Right.
canon, right? That is canonical Bible, as far as I'm aware, right?
Is that how that works? I think so, right?
Well, it happens before the return of Jesus Christ.
Oh, right. So
But
everything,
it's
right?
like
Okay.
a signifier. It's like a predecessor to the return.
Dang. So if the rapture happens, you're still just gonna be waiting around. You're like, nah, it's cool. Jesus is gonna come like any minute now, and you're like, nah, dude, like you're still here.
Nah, he's in a zoo
crazy.
in Cincinnati, bro.
It sort of reminds me of like when they shut down Halo 2, like the servers, and then there was still just like the last stragglers
bro.
that were still just like logged in, and as long as you didn't like quit the game, you were just like still on Halo 2 for like I don't know how long they went, like several days.
There was like
whatever.
one guy who was there by himself for like 3 days, just like in a fully dead universe now. That's kind of tear jerking.
That really, that's so sad, dude. That really is kind of that's what I imagine the rapture is gonna be like.
That's where we'll all be heading when the big man comes back around.
And
this time he's not gonna be so friendly about it. This time he's got the silly stick, and this time he says, some of y'all parents needed to whoop you more. And I'm here to make up for lost time.
Oh my God.
It's J-Man on the scene, and he's gonna fucking leave you head to toe in Jesus welts, bro. This isn't Jesus
God.
love, bro. He's pissed this time. So he's doing it because he loves you. It's for your betterment. But you're getting that ass whooped by Jesus.
Do you
Damn.
think that Jesus would know how to surf if he came back? Or would he
Fuck
have to
yeah.
learn?
Absolutely. I mean, he doesn't need to.
What kind of board? Well,
Oh,
Man,
but-
that homie surfs on the water like it's
Yeah.
rollerblades. You feel me? He's
Just
just
with
like
his feet.
fucking cruising, bro.
Just with his sandals.
He would
just
crush.
like
Yeah,
sandals.
yeah.
Exactly.
Jesus would crush it on a surfboard. You already know.
What
Yeah.
about a skateboard, bro? Of course.
Yeah, I know that's come on.
You know, isn't there that whole story of like you're walking along on the beach and you know you're in hard times and you see Jesus's footprints walking along?
Yeah.
Okay, you know everybody knows that stupid metaphor. Why do you think they were at the beach in the first place, bro?
Because he was surfing.
They were surfing.
If you saw
Right.
Jesus skating and he started pushing Mongo, would you still think it's Jesus Christ?
You know, I would assume he's riding Switch.
Oh, okay.
Skateboard lore.
Yeah. Speaking of skateboard lore, you skateboard too, don't you?
I do. Not so much anymore. I went not that long ago though, and I'm still okay. I still can do some stuff.
I feel it, bro. When you're getting older and you don't want to wreck your fucking shit.
That's the thing. I would sprain my ankle and be on crutches once a year in college. So like for like a whole fucking semester every year, I would be like crutching to the car because I would skate every single day for a couple hours a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like you're gonna get hurt if you're trying new stuff eventually, and it was just always a rolled ankle.
Yep.
Now I have a job and I'm like an adult and like I'm like it's just kind of like not worth falling. I was not good enough to be like, oh no, I'm gonna keep skating and just still be sick. I was just kind of mediocre, so it's kind of like
Right.
not
I
worth
feel
it.
it.
Right. Well, dude, yeah, I always, like I said too, I joke around about this. I'm like, you got min-maxed your shit sometimes, and it's just like I try to skate just to fucking get off my ass, honestly, bro, because it's easy to not exercise as much as you should. But yeah. Do you like skating like parks more or like street?
Definitely parks, unless I'm in like San Francisco or something, like a city that's like like a skate park basically.
Yeah.
Then obviously San Francisco. Also at the skate parks, you kind of get vibed in San Francisco. Like everybody's hella good. You got fucking Lil Dre there doing like backside, 360 heel flips and shit.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Just like
It's crazy. It's like going to the jam session where you just get vibed by like players that are like, oh shit, like I imagine in San Francisco that's probably what the jam session is.
It's filthy, bro. I used to go to when I go to San Francisco, I always like to skate at Patron, bro, and
that's the park I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So good. Or no, sorry, I'm talking about Soma.
Oh, Soma, yeah. Soma's crazy, bro. I think Patron's a little more chill than Soma because Patron's all like the bull skaters and shit. So you got like some old cats out there. But yeah, Soma's intense. You got a lot of like people who are really pushing it, trying to get their shit, get their videos, get their clips, fucking be the sickest one out there. And they're just like, get the fuck out of my way. Like,
yeah, and I'm there, like, not even really trying stuff, just rolling down the hill and going up like the quarter pipe at the end. And just like, maybe I'll do a rock and roll or something. And then like, just like stuff, and then it just feels like you're getting in people's way at a certain point. Like, I don't really want to go to like a park like that because it's like I'm not really I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe I'm just getting vibed too easily because I'm sure if you ask somebody there, they're like, no, we don't give a fuck if that guy's like skating, he's not in our way. It's like fine, but just I don't know. No, so it's hard to get out of your head sometimes.
Yeah, it's true.
It's intense though. I've been, like I said, I've been out there. I know what you mean though, for sure, bro. It's a whole thing, bro. Hell yeah. But hell yeah, man. So do you put out your last two projects, those designer based and certified bangers? Do you have anything like coming out that you're working on or you're cooking up?
I got some stuff in the pipe. I have I'm gonna perform a song in a little bit later on, right?
Yeah.
That one is unreleased. That's one that's in the pipeline.
Nice.
I got some more stuff. I showed you guys that song earlier.
Yeah.
It's like an Oliver Tree remix that's coming up. So,
dude,
that
shit was hard, dude.
Done with that.
Yeah, dude. I love just like blasting work in progresses. That's like the best thing. Honestly, that's like the best thing about producing music, where you're just like, you just get out of like a sweaty room after like 8 hours and you just like have like a flash drive or like your phone or whatever, and you're like, all right, it's time for the car test. Yeah. You just like go get a fucking blunt wrap or whatever and then just blast the song in the car, and you're like, fuck, the sub is fucked.
This shit's way too loud.
Back to square one.
Problem. Yeah.
Man, that was always my problem, mixing the subs way too fucking loud.
Shit. Yeah. You gotta get like a really kind of like flat pair of headphones that has a low frequency, and then just like
these guys, bro.
It's at a certain point it's kind of guessing, because like with a lot of the lower end bass that you won't even be able to hear in a car. But if you're at a club with a sub, like a big 18-inch sub, or you're at a show where they're playing it, which is really where the music that I make is really like meant for.
Yeah.
So there it's like has way of a lower register. Sometimes some shit that'll be slapping in the club is like 2 octaves higher than it needs to be, and you hear it on the other bass, and it's just like rattling everybody's teeth, taking their fillings out and shit.
Yeah. That's what you want though, right?
I mean, you want it to like move their pants.
Right.
You know what I mean?
More in the bowels.
Like,
more from the root chakra. You want to get there. You want to get there.
The higher pitch stuff is just like annoying, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's true. You don't want people's teeth to rattle, because people are already grinding their teeth at raves and shit anyways. It's going to be ground down to dust, dude. Be like, oh, there's too much 500 hertz. Dude, that is the thing though. That's just like the core memory of just music production in general, is just like, fucking snare sounds like shit. You go back to the drawing board.
See, that's a big problem that I had, is always the snare sounding like shit, and I just got fed up recently and decided to learn how to make my own snare drums, and it's just it's way better now. Like I can't recommend anything else other than just like learning to make like a snare.
No snare needed, dude.
Right.
Just all house, all bass, all the time.
It's all in the snare, bro.
All kick.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
like,
yeah.
or how? What? Sorry, we might have already said this, but what age did you start getting into production, or what DAW do you use mainly?
Yeah.
I use Reason.
Oh shit.
That's
okay.
crazy,
I
man.
started on Fruity Loops
Nice.
because it's easy to commandeer.
Yes.
But Reason to me is just like it's just a lot more intuitive and easy to use, and I've been using it for a while. And
Dude.
some other people that are in music production use Reason, and that kind of that I've met, and it kind of like let me know like, oh yeah, this is a serious thing, you know.
It's
Kinda like
fucking
how
cool,
people-
dude. I haven't used Reason since like 5, dude. That was like
Dude.
that was the one that I had like back in the day
Yeah.
that I
So shiny.
commandeered. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
iOS, like everything has like a sheen to it.
Yeah, no, it has like the coolest look out of a lot of these DAWs or whatever. Like Ableton's great, just all purpose general kind of stuff, but it's like it just looks very like generic kind of where it's like everything's just kind of gray or whatever.
I feel like Bitwig has like one of the cleanest looks, but the fact that it's not color customizable just kind of kills
Oh, that's a bummer.
like most of it. They're like locked into their brand look. I don't
That's
know.
scum.
Yeah.
Who else were we just talking to about Reason the other day, dude? I think we talked to at least one other producer that uses Reason.
No, I think it was Zoo Divine said he
Oh,
was
yeah.
messing around on Logic or something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What
Reason and Logic, man.
Dude, what version is Reason even up to now? It's like
11.
11.
Maybe
Yeah.
I use 11. I think it's up to
Yeah.
12.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, my brother sent me a copy when I was like 15 of like Reason 4, and that's how I got my start. I was just using Reason 4, but I don't know. For some reason I couldn't stick with it. I don't know why.
I like Reason as well because Propellerhead has a lot of great videos, like how-to videos on just
Yeah.
their like YouTube page
Yeah.
and stuff, and you don't really get that from ImageLine. Like you got to go to like YouTube, and then you have some producer that doesn't have any placements telling you how to like use the thing. So,
Right.
do you really know how to use this? Did you read the instruction manual?
The thing that I will say about it, which I could not appreciate when I first started using it, is the level of like modularity and being able to split things into like layers however you want just by like flipping the racks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Like,
it's very tactile. Like you press a tab, and it's like basically like a rack. Like
Yeah.
and you press tab and it turns it around, and you can like switch the plugs, and you like
Right.
plug it into different stuff. And
Yeah. That was such a crazy where you're just like, what the hell? Like, you just feel like you're a fucking, like a sound guy at like a weird, like virtual gig. You're like, what the fuck is going on? You're
essentially,
like trying to defuse a fucking bomb, bro.
basically, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Controlled demolition.
Yeah, only the real music producers use Audacity.
That's crazy, bro. That we were talking to Greg and he's like, yeah, I still fuck with Audacity, bro. I was like, that's wild, dude. He's like,
That's crazy.
he's the rootinest, tootinest Audacity producer
There's
this
two-
side of the Mississippi.
2 music producers that use Audacity. Greg, who was producing our last show last week, and
Shout out.
Burial, and those are the only 2 people.
I know. Yeah. That was the craziest thing to me to hear that. Yeah, Burial, the mysterious UK garage artist.
Yeah.
It's like, I hear he uses Audacity. It was always like, it wasn't like even an interview with him or whatever, probably. It was like a friend of a friend or someone who heard. It's like, I hear he uses Audacity, bro.
It's just been canon
He
ever
doesn't give a
since.
fuck, bro. Like, he just doesn't give a fuck about the rules. Like, he really just
Doesn't even quantize, bro.
bro, like he doesn't need any of that shit. Like he can see the waveforms, bro. Like he can smell the waveforms. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, bro. Oh, you cool. You took a fucking rain sample and mixed it with like a jungle beat, and then put like a random fucking 0.2 seconds of Ave Maria.
All right.
Sounds like jealousy.
I kind of
Sounds
felt
like-
like
Oh,
you
you're
called
so
me out
cool,
for a
yeah.
second. I was
No,
like,
where
that's
it's just
exactly
like,
what I do.
yeah. No, I was like, that's what I mean. That's what we're all out here doing. You know what
You
I'm
gotta,
saying?
Nah,
you gotta
this-
put that ambient noise in the bottom layer.
Yeah.
This
You
is
know,
not
like-
a diss to Greg, by the way. You're in
No.
a club with Burial.
Yeah,
You
that's
and
true.
him.
No, that's crazy. I don't even know. That's like the most DIY like punk way to produce anything is to do it on Audacity, bro.
Sick with it.
The Audacity.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask too, because you produce your own stuff. Filthy, by the way. Like I said, we were listening to your streams the other day. I made these fools listen to Designer Bass, and
yeah.
Yeah, we listened to it on the show like back at the old place.
Yeah,
I remember
a
that.
while
Yeah,
ago,
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was feeling like, do you feel like when you're working on like, you know, the lyrics or the rapping part of it, is it like coming from a similar place of like mentally as the production stuff? Do you like make the raps, like, I know you said earlier you focus on the music first and then the rapping part, right?
Yeah.
Or, like, what's the process
The
like, I
lyrics
guess?
always come after the beat. So like, I'll hear a beat, and if I can freestyle on top of it, I can put lyrics to it. So I'll freestyle on top of it. I'll be like, okay, I don't get anything from the freestyle. It's just like a test to see if the beat is usable as like a rap beat.
Right.
And then basically when I make the beat, it's a very like feeling, not thinking, is this a good, like sometimes I'll try to think of like an emotion or something and try to like get that, and I'll just like put down a drum track and just play my bass and just try to get the skeleton of the song. And then it's more just about feeling. But then with lyrics for dance music has to be very specific. It can't be like rap, like where you're like, I got hella bitches, I got hella money,
Right.
because that shit ain't cool and that shit ain't funny. No, I'm just kidding. No, but really though, it kind of has to be unique, and it has to be really adding something to the song. You can't really just be like filling. So a lot of the time it takes me a really long time to write lyrics, because like I'll write something, I'll be really inspired for the first part of it, and then I just kind of like the rest of it kind of just goes. We'll get some like diamonds in the rough stuff, but the first part's normally the part I keep, and then I just kind of like add on to that the next time I feel inspired. This last song, this song I'm gonna end up performing in a little bit, I probably wrote it over the course of like a few weeks, because I just kept rewriting it and stuff, and it's really just I don't like to like talk about stuff that I can't remember all the lyrics from the song, so
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but I don't really like to talk about stuff that's out of the realm of what I like to do and out of like my life. Like,
Right.
I'm not really trying to be like a lot of rappers, it's like a theatrical cinematic, like especially in popular rap, it's about drugs and stuff like that, and I don't really do drugs. I just smoke weed. I used to do drugs. I used to rap about it a lot, but But yeah, I don't really do it. So I just kind of talk about the stuff I've been on recently, just kind of like life experiences and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's, write what you know.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Honestly, if you're being genuine, it's like nobody can really say shit about it. Even if they don't like it, it's like, okay, I like it, so you have bad taste. I don't really mind if you don't like it. So it's not really, because it's not like I'm like putting on a thing. It's like, this is me, so if you don't like it, I really don't care, because I wasn't trying to make it for you. I'm not really trying to make it for like people to necessarily listen to or like to get anything from it. It's just kind of like something that I like to do.
Yeah.
So there's no point in trying to be performative. And
well, it's more genuine that way, because if you're just writing for what you think people want to hear, you're just going to gravitate towards, it's like, well, what's charting right now, and what is the lyrical content of that or whatever. And it's like, I don't know, unless your life like really is that crazy. Well, and it's like, first of all, if you're like talking about drugs and crime and stuff, and you are like doing drugs and crime and stuff, it's like, don't fucking rap about that shit. Like, you're going to get RICO charges, dude.
yeah, for real.
But then like, if you're like just normal guy, whatever, not fucking gang banging and shit, and then you rap about that, like, people just can tell like instantly.
Right
Especially like, check me out. Like, what do I look like I'm doing, bro? Like, I'm not like.
Look at this
what am I gonna
honky.
say? Yeah. Like, it's not. First of all, it's not even really that cool for a white dude to be rapping. So I kind of have to make sure it's like hella good.
It has waves. I feel like there's certain waves where a white guy rapping,
all
like,
the good ones are dead. Though.
yeah.
They're
Damn.
all dead. Lil Peep, Mac Miller, Paul Wall's still alive.
Yep.
Right, but I can't really think of any other great white rappers.
Mac Miller was
Well,
definitely
ugly
like the last big one. I feel like if he was still alive, he could have just been like a massive international star.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. The quality of his music.
Post Malone.
Post Malone.
Post Malone's like doesn't
He's like a pop
doesn't
star.
really
Yeah,
rap.
he's not
Yeah.
like a rapper, yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
started off more that way, but it's kind of
I'm just
changed.
trying to be like Harry
White
Knight.
Iverson was his first
Yeah.
song, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah, years ago. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Gotta have more face tattoos, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
you could pull off some face tattoos, Josh. If
I'm
you
gonna
could,
get a tattoo in London when I go this week.
Nice, dude. Yeah, you're
No,
going to London,
no,
dude.
I'm actually going in 2 weeks.
Nice.
Not
Yeah.
this week, but yeah.
what you got planned for adventuring out there? What you gonna get into?
We're gonna go to a bunch of museums. I'm really interested in all the history out there. They've basically plundered the world, and they have
Yes.
stolen artifacts from all around the globe. They have pieces from Egypt. They have the Rosetta Stone
Yeah.
that unlock
Yeah.
hieroglyphs, and they have the oldest or one of the oldest tools that was ever used. It was actually used by like a pre-human civilization.
Damn.
Like, not Homo erectus. It was like
Yeah.
a different, but it was like a stone tool they used. So I'm just
Some
excited
other
to do that.
some other homos from a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Some Cro-Magnons or some Neanderthals or some
Yeah.
whatever.
Primordial homos.
Yeah, that's what I call them.
Yeah.
OG
the
homos.
The main reason we're going though is because we're going to this drum and bass like event that's like
Oh, sick.
just like all of the heaviest hitters in the world. It's the drum and bass all stars event. So
Nice.
like it's basically like every single one of my favorite artists right now. So
Yeah, that sounds fire.
That's
Like,
fucking
like,
sick,
who's
dude.
performing?
jealous.
Like, what are some of the what are some of the artists?
yeah,
Like,
Fibes and General Levy and Decline and Ed Solo and Serum. Hold on, let me look at it because literally it's kind of hard to name them all because it's like
that many.
everybody's like a banger ass artist.
I was like, Bobby, do you know who any of those people? I was like, I'm not clued in enough, dude.
Boo. I don't know if it's Boo or Bow, but I definitely want to see him as BOU.
Oh yeah.
You might have heard that song like "Fuck Jump Up." That's probably his most famous one, but he has a lot of good songs.
Dude, I'm not hip to like modern drum and bass shit at all, like, or just like in general. Like, I feel like I got to know that shit through playing like racing video games
Yeah,
from the early
Forza,
2000s,
also.
playing fucking like like Gran Turismo and Forza and stuff like that, or like I don't know. That's like the perfect genre for that. Where that's like the most like
Yeah.
British people shit possible too.
I'm trying to get on hospital radio and Forza, bro. That'd be sick.
Oh yeah.
That'd be so sick. I just gotta probably the next couple songs I make, if I'm not rapping on them, I'm just gonna send them to before I release them to the Hospital Records team.
Nice.
If you're listening,
Oh yeah, man.
Dude, that's sick though. So how long are you gonna be in London?
we're gonna be there for 7 days.
Nice, dude. Get a little week.
Yeah, we're getting matching face tattoos of each other's names.
Yo.
Let's go.
For real?
No. We're getting them on our. No, I'm just kidding. Each other's names.
Dude, I know. I want to get new tattoos so bad, bro. Like, I got one like last October, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude! I'm gonna get one like every month now." And then I just
Sick.
like, it's been like a year. And I'm like, "Oh fuck."
See, I'm
Bro,
getting
fucking
conflicting
smart.
information. Nat says we going in 2 days, bro.
Well, I didn't want to dox us and
Oh,
say that we'll be gone from our apartment.
well,
I don't know.
the chat replay cannot be undone.
Yeah, but nobody knows where we live, so it's okay.
It's good.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you came a long way out, man. You guys are staying out in San Jose now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like nobody knows where I live.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, you
Yeah.
still-
What
you still staying down the
street?
from that?
Yeah.
No, I know.
No, yeah, I was like, I
Yeah,
came
like
right after work,
6224134.
actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I came from Palo Alto.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
damn.
So it's a little bit farther, but
Oh,
it's
that's a
worth
thick
it.
drive, dude.
It's worth it to be here. I had to be here for
Hell yeah, dude.
the National Day of Remembrance, so we shall never forget.
I know,
See-
bro. You're dripped out. You look like one of the firefighters who were there on that day. Let's get a round of applause
That's right.
for our firefighters.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
I don't want to take the
Stolen
Thank you for
valor.
your service.
Just take it. Dude, wasn't Steve Buscemi like one of the guys? Like, you hear about
Yeah, I
that?
think so. Yeah.
Was what?
He
Where,
was
like,
a
he-
New York firefighter and he
Yeah.
went to go like help or something
After
after
9/11.
9/11.
Oh, he like went and down to the scene and helped out
Yeah.
and shit.
He went to like ground zero and was like, yeah,
Well, that's dope.
doing the shit.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy, bro. All the people that have gotten, what's it called? All sorts of toxic chemicals and shit in their lungs from doing that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's bullshit is
Not
that
good.
I'm pretty sure they just signed a thing like last year or so where they're like they're not gonna like give money to like some of the families and stuff anymore,
Yeah.
and it's like it's kind of fucked up, you know? Because I mean, like,
Right.
damn, like that sucks. Like,
That's all you
Yeah.
get.
That shit's lame.
Yeah.
They're fake friends.
No, for real. They're like,
U.S. government, fake friends.
For
They're
real.
acting like we're like this, but really, it's more like this.
yeah.
Really, it's more like this. You
really,
know, like you know.
really, it's more like.
Yeah,
We can show
yeah.
that on.
Really, but
Yes.
really though, it's more like
It's like milking a cow.
exactly.
Wait, who's the cow?
Who's the cow?
The
American people.
industrial-
Well, no, I mean
Oh.
you don't have to name the cow though. It's just a cow with milk in it.
The cow's
Who's
name-
getting?
What kind of milk? Is
Who's
it
getting
like
milk? It's cow milk.
Is it woman milk or man milk?
It's cow milk.
So women, cow.
It's
No.
it's Red Bull straight from the source.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, but then when you
Straight
go,
from the tap, you know.
okay, but then let's go a level deeper.
Sure.
The whole got milk thing is a fucking psyop too, dude.
Yeah.
Even at like that was the same era, dude. Like, or I don't know when got milk started, but those are the things that I associate with 2001 is like 9/11 and got milk ads where it would just be like
Shrek milk.
yeah, just Shrek milk.
Damn, yeah. I
There
remember
wasn't Shrek milk yet.
I remember when they flew in with those planes that just dump out a shit ton of liquid and it was just all milk and that's how they put out the fires.
That's right. That's what they should do in the wildfires. Is drop the milk.
You know, they always tell you to drink milk when you're eating spicy food. So
That's
you,
true.
there might be
Oh,
something
shit.
there.
Yeah,
That's
Right.
true.
That kid that ate that hot chip and died should have drank some milk.
Oh,
He
dude,
needs some milk.
dude, wait,
that's
did we already
fucked up,
talk
too.
about the kid that
No,
died?
we didn't, bro. I'm worried though.
He
we need
eat
to go-
hot chip and die, bro.
Bro, you gotta do
he-
it soon because that just happened like last week.
He
So
ate-
it'll be old news next
There was like a kid. And this is not funny.
not
There
funny.
was a
No.
kid that ate one of those like
the Pocky one chip.
yeah
challenge,
the
bro.
chip the like ghost pepper like super spicy chip or whatever. And I guess he had like some like crazy heart palpitation or something after that. And fucking died.
See, I got heart
God rest his
palpitations, but I can at least eat spicy food. I
Right.
mean,
What are
like,
they
you know.
not telling us here? Was he vaxxed or was he not? No.
You know what it
Not
was?
funny. Not
No,
funny.
the
Rest in
chip
peace.
was laced.
The BBC reported actually that he was one of the hijackers on 9/11.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
What
Did you know
brand?
that the
What brand of
BBC
chip
did
was it though? Because
Pop-
that
It was the Pocky
Pocky.
one
Pocky,
chip,
you said?
Yeah,
one chip challenge.
dude.
Yeah.
They
It's
got.
shaped like a coffin, so like really, what did he expect? The box is shaped like a coffin.
There's kind of some
shit.
personal risk assessment there to be had.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been wanting to do the one chip challenge on the show, and
Didn't we already do a hot chip challenge?
No, we did the last Calzusi, and then
Oh.
That sounds
Yeah.
kind
That
was
of
a-
fire.
Yeah.
Dude,
That was a
it the-
calzone based
That
challenge.
was the Batman calzone. We didn't do spicy
Calzusi.
anything.
No,
really.
I've been saying we should for a long time do like a spice gauntlet, bro.
I know we
Yeah.
need to do more mukbangs now. We got these better angles, bro. Just go right into the fucking.
Mukbang.
You should do it like a hot ones, but then use uncooked hot dogs instead of chicken wings, and then you just slurp the sauce off the hot dog. You don't even have to eat
Just
it.
glizzy guys instead of hot ones, bro.
God damn.
Is that
Oh.
weird?
Glizzy cast.
Pocky paused sales because of the incident.
I know that's
Yeah.
what I was getting
Yeah,
to.
of
If
course.
I don't get to
That's
do
what-
this
that's what
hot
Nat just
chip
said, yeah.
Challenge. I'm just saying. We're gonna have something else that we're never gonna forget. Okay,
Oh my
if
God.
I don't get to do this fucking hot chip
Well,
challenge,
you might not be able to now, dude. You might have to go like on eBay to buy these hot chips.
I'll do it. I'll do it while it's like fresh, you know, like before they start
Damn.
getting stale. Because I want a fresh one.
I
too.
have to go
I
and
just-
buy all
I
the
gotta go buy
Pockies
one
right
Bro,
now.
I thought of a product just now that would revolutionize the world. Okay,
God, I'm scared.
hot chip
Okay.
with truth serum in it.
Oh,
Now you can no longer hot chip and lie.
damn.
What do you think the kid was lying and it wasn't that hot?
Well, you know.
No,
there's
he
the-
hot chip and die,
Oh yeah.
but just a premise, just a thought.
You know, this reminds me of that story too, where the dude ate leftover chow mein and he had to get his legs amputated because it like went septic from getting food. I mean, might as well
Basically.
get poo poisoning, bro, from
boy.
eating shitty chow mein.
It had a crocodile in it.
Dude, pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah. It's got the scopolamine, bro, rotted inside out. It's tough.
That's a word I've never heard.
That's
You
crazy.
don't know about scopolamine, bro? It's like
Is
a
that the
mind.
datura?
It's kind of like Datura. I'm pretty sure it's
I'm
like
pretty sure that's the ingredient in Datura.
Yeah, well, it's like a mind control kind of thing too. It makes you hella suggestible. So these chicks in like Russia, they'll like drug fools and then like be like, oh, just take them on a wild like night out and like rob them and just like leave them. And it's like they're like, what the fuck? They're like, I got drugged. It was scopolamine.
Vice made a documentary about it, and it was like in South America somewhere, or Central America. I'm not sure.
Oh, I think it's the poison dart. I'm pretty sure it's like the frog from the frog.
Yeah, the devil's breath, dude.
No, I was saying that one is from a tree, and it's like a datura plant, and they crush the shit up and like extract the scopolamine from it, and they fucking like just have it on like a postcard, and they could just hand you like a business card, and just that is like enough, and like more could just like straight up kill you. And they take people to the ATM, they're like, hey, like, let's just get all the money from your bank account, and like they go to their house and they're like, hey, let's just take all your furniture out of here and all your jewelry, and then they're like,
okay.
like, okay,
yeah, exactly.
God damn, that's crazy.
That shit's wild.
Yeah, I guess it's used to treat or I don't know if this is the same thing.
Here, pull up the screen here,
Jamie.
Yeah, the devil's breath. But it's used to treat motion sickness, I guess. Like that's its real usage, but
That's what they say.
yeah,
that's what they
effects
say.
by injection too.
Yeah, bro.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's maybe to preemptively treat motion sickness before you get thrown into the back of somebody's trunk and taken for a ride.
Yeah.
Like,
That's crazy, dog.
Blood-brain barrier, central nervous system depression.
wild.
Crazy stuff.
Oh.
Thank you. Can I hit your vape?
Yeah, it was vape
We out here
squatting
vape nation here.
Man, I got no man.
Man.
I'm a water. I'm a drink.
Well, it's funny that you made that Oliver Tree remix or whatever, because like, do you guys see like recently? It's like I can't tell what's a bit and what's real anymore. But like on H3,
Yeah,
H3,
between Ethan
where
and
Oliver Tree like went on and just fucking, he's like, man, what the fuck happened to you, dude? Like he just like went on like a whole rant. He's like, you used to make shit, like just talking shit at Ethan Klein. Like I was like, damn, he kind of fucking told his ass.
I don't
bro.
think it's.
They, like-
I don't think it's a bit, man.
No,
They had
it
like a
can't be.
wrestling match during that. That's definitely a bit. Every time he's on their show, they do that.
Yeah, but it's
Like I know
weird-
they
it's
talk
weird
shit,
how,
but it's like,
But that was
That one sounded
definitely,
kinda
like,
real.
That one had like truth in it, but
Yeah.
they're definitely like fake fighting. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
they were
I
just
know
trying
that.
to-
Yeah, Oliver
Shoot.
Tree always goes on there and talks mad shit, but like, yeah, that one was kind of had some bite.
It's a little brutal.
yeah.
Yeah. You know, especially given his public image right now, it's not.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know. Everybody
it's
hates
not
Ethan
amazing.
Klein.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh, bro,
dude.
did you
kinda
see the
fell
Sam High dissed what's his name? Anthony Fantano.
Oh my god,
That's
of course.
just fire, bro.
Oh,
Are they
wait.
gonna fight? Are they gonna fight? They need
hold
to
on,
fight.
hold on. Do this one first,
They
and then
should
we'll.
fight.
Hold on. Go down. Right
This
there. Right
one?
there.
This
right
first
there.
one?
All right. Yeah. Pull up the screen. Let's do this shit.
Oh.
I just made it how it had to be. If I was Fantano, I'd be suicidal. I'd be like Kirk, my list on the rifle. If I was Fantano, I'd get me a rifle. I'd kill Fantano, right hand on the Bible. Fuck Fantano, cause that nigga sucks.
Yo.
Fantano, I'm fucking him up. He got a small head, it look like a nut. You dressed like a little boy, playing peekaboo. Whoever told you it was funny, he was getting fooled. If I had a plan, I would crack straight into you. If I had one wish, it would be to turn into you. How you a critic and they sell no records? A bagger one record, you sell the one record. I'ma do my world star, make sure that you record. Do him al dente, he need dental record. I'ma hold him down while you shoot at his teeth. Quick, hold him up, I'ma shoot at his knees. Shoot at his balls, I don't want him to pee. I think he's a mummy, why won't he bleed?
Yo.
What the fuck, bro?
Is that recent or is that from a while back?
I just saw that today. I don't know.
That's hella
but
funny,
I
though.
just saw that today. But,
was this other one?
oh yeah, pull up. This is let's just run through these
Yeah,
9/11 memes real quick. Mine as well.
Hey guys, 9/11, we're here, we're remembering that fateful day that changed the course of American history. We're remembering the thousands of lives that were lost. We're remembering the firefighters, the people in those buildings. Pay homage to these people that lost their lives or lost their health, what have you, in the rubble, in the wreckage. That's right, it's hashtag 911 airplane mode. We're all doing it.
No.
Put out a tweet, hashtag it, say what it means to you. I'll say what it means to me. And then we're putting our phones off for the rest of the day. Unless you've got an emergency call, you leave it in airplane mode. No cellular, no Wi-Fi. That's it, guys. 911 airplane mode. I know when I'm on the plane, heck, I like to enjoy, my Nintendo Switch, my little Chromebook, sometimes my Steam Deck. Keeps me settled. Like if I'd been on one of those planes, things would have turned out way different. You know what I mean? I think I have blood on these hands right now. Check it out, 911 airplane mode, hashtag That's it, y'all.
Oh my God.
The fucking music, bro.
Hey guys.
That was the best Steam Deck advertisement I've ever seen, dude. That's like the black square like version, but it's like just put your phone on airplane mode on
Yeah.
We always put our phones on airplane mode on the ZUDECAST, dude. Oh man. Nah. Come on. That's fire.
It's pretty bad.
Why does the plane look so depressed? He's just
He
Been-
knows what needs to be done.
he's just yeah, he knows what's gonna happen.
He's that type of guy.
Let's see. I don't even know what else is there. Oh yeah, no, I didn't have that much.
That was
my
it.
bad,
Oh fuck, dude.
but, anyways, that's it for that. Fuck. How you doing, guys? How we doing? How we feeling?
Chilling.
Fuck yeah.
Coolin', bullin'. Wrong episode.
We are not high, okay? We're not stoned. We didn't all hit vapes before and during the show.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Exactly. Man. You
Dude.
got any shows coming up, man?
I got one on the 22nd in San Francisco. I will post about it probably tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
It's right after I come back, so haven't really posted about it. But yeah, so that's going down. It's not really gonna be me DJing. I'm just gonna do an 8-minute set. So a lot of the time when I'm out there, it's just me DJing and I'm just playing music all night. But
Nice.
I'm gonna be rapping this time.
Hell yeah, man. Fucking
That's sick.
sick. Yeah.
Cool. I got like 1.5 million production questions if you want to be bored with that for a few minutes.
No, I'm down.
Let's do it, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Do you produce like fully in Reason, or are you using any like outside VSTs now that they got the the outside support?
Sometimes I'll sample from
Yeah.
outside VSTs. I load the VSTs like into the Reason rack,
Right.
so I use it all within Reason. But I use Serum.
Of course. Yeah.
And I use Serum, mostly just Serum, and I have the Arturia suite.
man,
Oh, dude, do you have the what's it
Yeah.
called? The Arturia like collection. That's what I have, where it has like all the different
Yeah.
like pianos and
All the
synths
80s
and
90s
dude, I
synths.
love that
It has
shit.
The DX7. It has like this. It has like the synth that Michael Jackson used on Thriller. It has the same
Yep.
noise, or not Thriller.
Yeah, no, it
Was
was.
it Thriller?
It is
Yeah.
Thriller. I know the exact
Yeah.
preset you're
It's like
talking
boom. Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
I stumbled upon that and I was like, oh, and I just started playing it.
Yeah, it's like that very dude, like all that stuff like the Yamaha DX7s and like those what's the other one called? There's like all those like the Prophet and all that stuff
Yeah.
where it's just like totally remade and you're like, damn, it's almost like you don't need like $10,000 worth of keyboards to make shit
Yeah.
anymore.
No, see, because I'm having a crisis. Well, we have the Arturia collection, and I'm sitting there. I'm like Googling. I'm like, all right, what are the best free virtual instruments this year? And it's like right up in the top as one of the top, not free, but like it's one of the top instruments. And I'm like, that's not good enough. My sound's not good enough. And I just refuse to accept that I probably just suck at making music instead. I'm like not utilizing the 10,000 incredible quality sounds that are in there.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I mean,
Like,
the
which we pay
Arturia,
for.
the Arturia shit fucking rules. Like,
So good,
it depends what you're making, though.
So
I mean, if you're making EDM stuff, it's probably not always gonna jive with that. It's not gonna sound as modern because it is designed to be
Yeah,
like
that's
80s and
true.
90s
That's
keyboards.
true.
But if you're making like pop stuff or rock or funk or any of that kind of stuff, it's like
My
those are the
favorite
sounds.
is the CMI 5. That's like the one that has like the computer interface on
Yeah.
it. With like the keyboard, like the QWERTY keyboard.
Yeah, it's like the what's it like called, like the Fairchild or whatever, or like not the. We were just talking about this the other day with fucking Herbie Hancock like going all ham on the the CMI. Yeah, the Fairlight. Yeah, that's what it
right,
is.
where it has the whole computer system.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that shit's crazy, bro.
So do you actually like be diving into the back end of all that stuff, or you like me, you just kind of go with analog lab and preset it out?
So with analog, on a lot of them, I will I'll add effects onto it later after I play it.
Right.
Sometimes I will change like the settings, but most of the time they're already like pretty dialed in.
They're
to,
pretty
like,
solid,
good
yeah.
noises and stuff. So most of most of what I'll do with like tweaking shit like that and sound design is I'll either design bases, or like most of designer bass was all bass noises I designed on Serum.
Right.
And then some presets, and then recently I've been like getting presets from like Serum preset packs and just like using them and then just like tweaking the different modulations to try to learn how it actually
Right,
works.
right,
It's
right.
like it's like 30 different things all being modulated, and I'm like, I don't even know what this shit does. So I just go on there and I just like change it a little bit, and then it kind of like teaches me like kind of how to sound design.
I love that flow though when you're like just grooving in Serum and you just have one macro for something and you just put it on a bunch of fucking things. Just slowly start building that up. I don't know, it's a fun feeling. Is that like your favorite synth, like go-to basically?
100%. Serum's the one.
Sure.
Vital's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Vital is okay, I'll say that, but it's just Serum, I feel like, there's so much possibilities. Like, you can make any noise. You can actually take in, like, samples and use that as, like, the waveform.
Right.
It's just, there's so many possibilities. I feel like I've been using it for a few years now, and I'm probably only scratched the surface of what you could do.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you familiar with AU5 at all? Like the producer? He's got like a whole Serum masterclass on bass design because he's a bass deity essentially. I don't know anybody that makes better basses than this dude.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, just some of the things that you can do that are just so under the hood and like obscure behind menus, or that you would just never even think to do, would blow your mind.
Yeah.
It's crazy versatile for some reason. Anyway.
Yeah. I remember when I first started producing, I was like, there's no way I'll ever be able to make a bass that sounds like one of those professional basses that these artists like, release, because it's just so there's like even when I make a bass, I make it the high end of like all the growls and screechy shit, and then I'll put like just like I'll have the same thing, but then I'll switch out the waveforms for just sine waves, so that it's just a smooth sound, and it's just a clean bass on the bottom
Underneath,
underneath, because like otherwise all of the modulations you're doing is like really fucking with the bass signal. So
Right. See, I've
You gotta have that clean brown note just pumping along through down along the bottom. That really, like we were saying, it changes it. It changes it from the teeth chattering to the butthole clenching kind of
brown note's really what we're all after.
sound. Yeah, no, that is what I mean.
The brown note is the prostate of music.
It's like
It's there.
It's like the sorcerer's stone. It's
Yeah.
alchemical gold.
Yeah.
The brown note.
Because let's be real, when people talk about music festivals and stuff like that, they're like, man, there's just frequencies that you just can't hear when you're just listening in your, on your little Bluetooth speaker or whatever. It's like, so what you mean is like,
I didn't sell
The
it
free
true.
prostate
it tickles your
massage.
butthole a little bit.
Yeah, there's a little bit.
It tickles your whole
And
body.
it's so weird. You'll see at shows, you'll see girls start sitting on the sub. It's like
Yeah.
everybody knows exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's going on
It does
here?
depend though, because this is kind of something that was started by Excision, where he would have like an extreme focus on how he designed the harmonics of his like sub basses, such that it would just vibrate the air in like a significantly more intense way. You could like feel it through your whole body and like vibrating like I don't know. It's hard to
Yeah.
explain. I don't even know how he does
Well,
it
that's what's sick
necessarily,
about
but
music. It's like
Yeah.
a literal vibration. Music's it's a physical thing almost. You know what I mean? So if you
Yeah.
crank that shit hella loud, it's like you're gonna physically feel it.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that shit's
No, there is
wild.
definitely something to that you can only experience at like a really loud, crazy sounding music festival where you're just like, damn, I can hear every detail of this shit in ways that you can't when you're just at home.
Yeah, it's more like it surrounds you and you're inside of the sound rather than just like listening to it with your ears. It's like a full bodily sensory experience.
Right.
Yeah.
That shit's got to be so good that it knocks you on your ass and paralyzes you, as Lil B, the bass
my
god,
God. Yeah,
would,
we-
would believe.
would wish for you.
Dude.
We have to talk about this situation. I'm glad you brought it up.
I almost forgot, yeah.
I almost forgot too. So, sometime yesterday or the day before, Lil B started posting a series of images from his. What does he call it? His secret
I forget.
art collection.
Yeah.
He says something in the caption. Go ahead and pull it up. Let's just pull it up here. For some reason,
Page right now, dude.
he's fucking, and they're all just like. He finally posted something normal.
I know, it's something normal.
I just saw one of those. He did
Dude.
the whole thing with
Dude, he did so many.
Oh no.
What do they
This
call
is his art.
The Random Fandom presents Wings and Wheelchairs, #1, episode 1, story. I'm not gonna read all that, but
Is this okay? So this artwork, I believe, is AI. You can tell by the feet.
How the
okay.
feet fuse.
Look at that shit.
Well, let's look at some of the other ones too, because they are all very obviously AI after a point too. Here, go and scroll through. That one's not bad. A little bit of fucking up toe there.
You know how I
Does
feel about that one?
AI in this circumstance stand for autism intensifies? Because
Yes.
Yes. Because
I don't know. This is such a specific thing, dude. But
We
AI
don't
can
need
help.
to linger that long. Just click through for the fucking. It's just fucking ridiculous.
Bro, this is
yes,
what
the extra foot.
Tucker
I want to see-
Carlson was talking about being worried about. Did he say a thing where he's talking about exploding milk porn?
I do
Oh,
remember
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I do remember that. Like, what's up with this one though?
That's fire.
I am become chair.
I will stick up for you, Lil B. Who is hating on your digital art? Thank you, Bass God.
We're not.
Who are you sticking up for? Who are you standing up for?
We're not hating. We're just asking why.
I don't even need to know why. This is great, dude. I
Fucking
appreciate it.
hilarious, bro.
I know what's going on with this one, bro. What the fuck, bro? AI can suck a dick.
Why are they all in
Bro,
wheelchairs?
you shouldn't. I mean, what if it hears you? Because aren't you guys gonna use it for the next episode that you were?
That's true.
Oh,
previewing
for
earlier?
Terrence McKenna, he'll be
Yeah.
cool. He's a cool
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
He
Are
knows
you
what's up.
sure?
Yeah, he's fine.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
The
he's good.
computer has a pretty good memory.
Dude, I just want to know. I just want to know what's going on.
I get it.
The backwards
Oh,
foot.
speaking of which,
This is better than the feet pics of questionably aged girls.
I do think this is better than the
Yeah.
questionably aged girls. I do think so.
yeah, I think
actually.
you know what? AI is a safe space for any. It's like it's like
fair game.
it's like on Star Trek where it's like generate me an 8-foot tall version of like, whatever. Turn
safety protocols.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I forget what sketch that's from, but
Let's go full screen. Here. So you actually got to talk to Lil B though. You interviewed him at one point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that like, man?
That was cool. I actually just reached out to him because we had made some music before. We made like probably 5 songs together. I only released like 1 on SoundCloud. But
that's sick, dude.
They're on just like my old computer. I don't even know if I could access them.
Mm-mm.
But
Did you just like send him the beat and then like he just like sent you back a freestyle or what?
yeah, I sent him the beat and some money, and he sent me the freestyle. And then the first time I think he was just down like to work on it. I don't know. He was just like making music, but yeah, it's kind of like honestly, it's really complicated how it works.
No,
so
yeah.
there's just like a whole reason why I never posted any on Spotify.
Yeah.
Because there's just a complicated thing that was going on. But the interview was cool. It was just like I just kind of reached out to him like after we made some music, and he was just like down to do it.
That's
Kinda
fucking
on the
sick,
same
dude.
shit, yeah.
Hell
Dude.
yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That
actually,
makes me feel like the Zudes are only like one. We're only like one layer of separation, or what's it called?
Degree of separation.
Yeah, degree of
Yeah.
separation away.
Yeah, you
That's
guys
true.
you guys are probably you could definitely get him to call in. On
That would be so
Zudes
sick,
That'd be
cast.
sick.
Yeah.
We're trying to do a ZUDECAST call-in show eventually. I think maybe we should do that in the next like season of ZUDECAST, you can call it, because
Yeah.
we're coming up fast on episode 100, dude. This is already 90, bro.
90,
It's kind of nuts, dude.
Dude, what are you gonna do for episode 100? Is that gonna be on?
It's top secret.
What's the date gonna be?
I don't actually.
Yeah.
We had a date set, and then we like took some weeks off, and then we're like, "Fuck, wait,
What if you
what
did
does that
like
make it now?"
420? Is that too far away? 10 episodes.
Yeah, that's too
Yeah,
far,
that's-
but
Probably,
over.
yeah.
yeah, but
It's gonna be sometime.
December.
Yeah, it's gonna be sometime around the end of the year.
Yeah.
We'll do a little some. Dude, I don't know if you guys have seen. This is like totally unrelated, but like, I guess there was some JFK news today, bro.
Today.
What?
Yeah, like I don't know. Like, there's just
What happened?
some shit like there.
Did
Hold up.
Frankster just come out and tell everybody that George Bush was there in Dallas and he was photographed there? in
George
Dealey
Bush pulled the
Plaza?
trigger, bro.
Senior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that'd be crazy if he was like W. Bush and he was like a baby. He's like, wah,
W.
wah.
He's like, y'all got any cocaine?
Already.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, no,
Pretty
there was
sure
a
they
bunch
started
of
early in
there's like a bunch of stories I saw like headlines or whatever.
George W. Bush was gumming before he was teething. You feel me, bro? Oh, baby Bush.
Coke Lord Bush.
Oh god.
I feel like more presidents should do coke, dude.
Dude,
More probably do
Dude.
than you think. I mean, they probably all
Barack
do.
Obama.
Oh, yeah,
apparently
Barack
Oh
Obama,
yeah.
bro.
That's true.
Oh, here, scooch back a little bit.
That's a whole other one, dude. That's yeah. Speaking of Tucker Carlson,
Dude, yeah, he
fucking
was
going
he
off,
was on
bro.
a prestigious broadcast on
Yeah,
X.
on X,
Yeah.
not Twitter.
Not
Formerly-
Twitter.
X.
The artist formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah, no, dude. He's like, obvious question. What was Barack Obama like on crack? It's
Yeah.
like, dude, what?
And dude, it was so weird.
Yeah, I saw like the little teaser for it, and I was like, I don't know. I don't usually watch long form video on X. I usually just watch like fights.
Yeah.
It's usually just someone getting in a fight or like someone stealing something. It seems like what's on X these days.
Somebody dying.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
dude. Yeah, Twitter's out of fucking control, dude. It's just wild. But I'm here for it.
What was the JFK news?
Yeah.
Secret Service agent raises questions about JFK magic bullet theory.
Dude.
Sounds like a psyop distraction, bro. That fool's dead.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm
JFK
joking.
is definitely dead. Do you know what's crazy is when they showed Jacqueline Kennedy the body, she's like, "That's not my husband. That looks like something that would have come out of Madame Tussauds wax museum."
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Jackie said that? That's nuts, dude.
You want to check my source for that? I saw it on a YouTube video.
Dude, I'm sure it's true. I mean, that's about as good as we need, yeah. Like, yeah, this is what we're just having a little bit of fun out
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Who knows what really happened or what didn't happen?
Yeah.
At this point, it's just fun to kind of theorize.
You got
But-
any other conspiracies that you find interesting?
Okay, so from World War I, all of the Western industrial capital owners, like all of the rich businessmen, learned that like you can get basically unlimited money from war. So like in World War II, the people who financed Hitler were, I don't know if it was Prescott Bush, but it was definitely like the DuPont family, the Colgate family, and
The toothpaste people?
yeah, and the also like the rail manufacturers at the time, I think Carnegie and the Rockefellers. It's crazy, like, and also like, so Henry Ford was like a huge Nazi.
Yeah.
And fucking.
That's why I drive shit.
Yeah, so it's just crazy to just follow the trail of money of who were the people that because Hitler wouldn't have been able to do what he did with his rise to power if he wasn't able to build all that infrastructure, and all of that takes huge capital investment.
Yeah.
Like that shit just doesn't come out of nowhere, especially after your country just got like decimated in a war in the First World War.
Yeah.
So just to come back from that, it's like you need a crazy amount of money, and it was all like not all American, but it was all Western. Just like, just the industrialists and capitalists, and it's been the same thing
Yeah.
from World War II to Vietnam.
God damn it.
Nothing.
The second Yeti spill. The second tower's down. Fuck. No.
And that was all, and that was kind of all connected also after World War II and shit, like with the mob, like the CIA got created, and they're basically like the same thing as the mob. It's crazy. It's all like one
Right.
big net ever since they found out that it's basically like an unlimited money glitch if you could just keep
Yeah. Right. Well, it's like people are like, oh, the CIA is kind of like the mob. It's like, bro, the whole ass government's kind of like the mob at this point, like, or at any point. I mean, it's really the only difference between the government and the mob is like the perceived legitimacy of it. Where it's like the government is just like, oh yeah, but no, this is the government. Like it's different.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the difference between like magic and miracles, dude. Where it's like, well, no, it's not dirty magic when we do it. This is a miracle. It's like, no, this isn't fucking stealing. These are taxes, and this isn't like murder campaigns. This is war, and this isn't. It's like they just have like
Police
a
action.
police action,
Yeah,
right?
police
What do you mean? There is no war, dude. There's no war in Ba Sing Se, bro. It's the fucking. There hasn't been a war since World War II. That was the last war. We've never been at war since then. It's all been like, like what's it called, like police actions or military actions or whatever. They're like
Operation. I mean, we just talked about on our on the CBDC's episode how they were doing the petro. They were changing to the euro to sell oil.
Yeah.
And then that was right, after 9/11, and then we're like, we gotta go into Iraq, and it's like, why? They're like, cause
I have to mention
freedom.
Operation Northwoods.
Yeah.
'Cause we were talking about it earlier before we started, but Operation Northwoods was John F. Kennedy's Joint Chiefs of Staff either signed it or like put it forward, and it was a plan to basically kill U.S. citizens and blow up landmark buildings, planes, like commercial planes.
Oh yeah.
And they wanted to do it to oust Castro, and they wanted to do it to start a war with Cuba because they were afraid of communism, the same Western industrialist, like capitalist class. I have a hair right here. They're afraid because of ever since what happened in Russia, the Bolshevik Revolution, where people just went and just fucking all the rich people, they just got their heads cut off and shit. Like they're like, that's never gonna happen again, right? So anytime communism happens, they just have to make sure it gets like stamped out, and they were really afraid of Cuba at the time. So even people like he was involved in the Watergate scandal. One of the guys that was there from the CIA that was in the Watergate scandal, Frank Sturgis, was also involved in the Bay of Pigs, and it's just like it's just like they have the same kind of players that are all. He was also involved in the Kennedy assassination with all of the mob guys and a lot of the people that he fought in Cuba in the Bay of Pigs, and was doing that work for the CIA. He took a lot of those people.
Wasn't that Alan Dulles? Remember on the MK Ultra episode, there was a fool who was all up in it, like that was Alan Dulles, right?
I forget, dude.
Or that's one of the fools. But anyways, we were just talking about all that kind of shit on the MK Ultra episode too.
Yeah.
Because basically the plan was they were willing to like blow up.
Yeah,
it was like do like a false flag as a justification to go to war with Cuba, which would have been like the most dangerous shit.
Yeah.
That would be like Russia going to war with Ukraine, dude.
Well, there's like, there's like a history of that too. I mean, there's like the Lusitania in World War I.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh my God, those poor Americans on vacation got blown up by this filthy European war.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. There's just a history for it. And then there was one for Vietnam too. I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
But it was like another whole thing
the Gulf of Tonkin.
Oh,
They like really played it up.
Also, there's a video of one of the guys after 9/11, and he's going like, what he said. He's like, yeah, so one plane hit the building, and then a few minutes later, another plane hit the building, and then the buildings went down, mostly due to structural failure because the fire was just burning too hot. Like, bro, if you saw a building go down, would you be like, oh, it mostly went down to structural failure because the fire was just too hot?
Yeah,
I'm not really like conveying it really well, but like in the video of the dude, it hella seems like performative and just
was that video like at the moment?
It was
at the scene.
Yeah, it was at the scene, and it's just like it's
it
so
must have
crazy
been
because
this.
it seems, he's like, oh, it must have been just due to structural failure because the fires were too hot. And then also they announced World Trade Center 7 on the news being collapsed 20 minutes before it came down. I don't know if you guys knew that.
I heard about that.
Yeah, they had the story ready to go.
Yeah, they said they had to pull the building, is what they said, which means that it was a controlled demolition, which is just what they said. I'm not necessarily saying I think that, but that's what the news reported right before it happened.
I mean, there's a whole thing too where I was just talking to somebody about this, where it's like, if it's because the plane hit it, the building would have tipped over. The building fell straight down.
Well, also in Germany, like in Dresden, you can see photos of cities that have been fucking completely bombed to shit, and none of the buildings fell like.
Right.
There's shit all over the place. There's stuff in the building still standing, and it's like, I don't know, like they're getting fucking napalm bombed and cluster bombed and shit, and like it's not. I feel like a modern building would be able to withstand more than like a stone building. You know what I mean? Maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
Right, because a lot of those buildings in Europe, during like Dresden and stuff, those were all like built probably in the 1800s. Where some of them probably older.
Wood and shit, and just like shit roofs.
Right.
Just like mud huts kind of and shit.
Right. Yeah. No. That's the whole thing where it's like, well, it's one of those things where we're never gonna fucking know like the official story. Like, there's no.
Yeah. Maybe when some of the people that were involved start dying.
Yeah.
But I don't think even if they did like a deathbed confessional, I'm sure that when they die, there's going to be other people that are involved that are like they're making sure that, because I feel like too many people like came out after the JFK shit because it was so sloppy. Like, for example, like Lyndon B. Johnson's mistress said that she was at a meeting the night before JFK was assassinated, and it was all these like businessmen and like Prescott Bush and LBJ was there, and like a few different like government officials and shit, and CIA people were there, and I'm pretty sure the director of the FBI was there too. I don't remember what his name is, but she was saying that he came in and he said that, oh, after tomorrow, those motherfuckers are never gonna embarrass me again.
Damn, dude.
And that's LBJ saying that.
Lyndon Johnson is kind of a sketchy character,
he's
bro.
There's a picture of him getting sworn in on Air Force One where he's looking back and smiling. You could see his face, like smiling from the back angle, and the dude that he's smiling at is going like this in the picture, winking at him on Air Force One as he's being sworn in.
What the hell?
Kennedy's sitting there crying, literally right next to him.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Wild.
It's crazy.
That's still one of the, most goated conspiracies, JFK, bro, all that shit. But it's wild just how everything is just that complicated, though. History's just that complicated, and it's like real life Game of Thrones. Motherfuckers are vying for power and controlling different factions against each other, using information and resources and fucking laundering shit. Oh, also too, there's the whole laundering thing. How the fucking someone lost a bunch of money. They lost like millions of dollars right before on September 10th, and so then 9/11 was part of the cover up for that, I guess.
It was the U.S. like budget, the like deficit
like treasury
announcement, right?
up.
Yeah, the treasury just misplaced like I forget the amount.
Well, that happens every year.
$10 billion though. It was like something crazy, right?
There's always billions, or possibly even more. Like, there's billions of dollars that like goes missing, or there's like accounting errors and shit from like the Pentagon like every year.
Don't trip. The special access projects. You don't got to worry about it.
Yeah, bro.
Hey,
yeah,
well,
it's
that's
just
why
alien shit.
That's why I said with the UFO disclosure stuff, at least they're like, all right, at least with this is a real thing that they're fucking blowing money on, like at least like it's like a disclosure there, at least.
I wish that we could get some type of engine or something from it, like fuck, but that's never gonna happen. I feel like
they're holding out.
Yeah, they're gonna hold out, bro.
They're gonna like slow drip it, bro, and they're gonna be like fucking neutrino engine cars, and then they're gonna be like, it's gonna be whack.
They got to make all the money on the electric cars first, and then they can move on to the alien tech cars. They're holding out.
The lithium mines.
Yeah.
No,
that shit's crazy, bro.
20 years before we can do like UFO technology, almost like superconductor technology, like now, like with that LK-99 that can just float in ambient room pressure. Like the dude. No, they're holding out on us, bro. We'll see.
Hey, if you got abducted and the alien, would you hold on? Would you fuck the alien if it was a lady alien or a guy alien, if that's what you're into? Would you if you got abducted?
You can't.
If it was a gray.
You can't just like go to Planned Parenthood and get like some penicillin after that, though.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they don't got a cure for
alien
that.
Jimmy for your thingy.
Well, it's like
looks like a fucking lightsaber.
Alien condom, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I mean, if we're good, we're good.
I mean,
if she bad, she bad.
Right? I mean, if they got space travel down, they probably got safe sex down. They probably moved past the need for sex.
It's probably like a telepathic thing, really.
Yeah. Dude, in Adventure Time, Tree Trunks had an alien family where she fucked an alien Tree Trunks. You know, the old lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had kids.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Mr. Pig.
Oh my God.
How dare she?
Scandalous.
Okay,
yeah, no, well, dude, I mean, if you have a once in a lifetime opportunity to fuck an alien, yeah, you got to do it.
What if it wants to probe you?
Oh.
I mean,
we're still
everything with moderation. I'd hate to miss out on what could be a pleasant experience
if that's what it takes to serve my country.
Little probe.
Serve my planet.
Serve my planet.
Be the champion
that's right.
of worlds, bro.
Yeah, it's independent.
That's right. That's how they'll think of me.
Yep.
Champion of worlds.
Yep.
Rob.
I'm gonna say pass. I'm gonna live my life out vicariously through video games that do that for you.
Gross, bro.
You're never, so you're just never gonna know, dude. You're gonna live your whole rest of your life with regret. Like if they let you get back down.
For instance, I don't regret the fact that I've never fucked a dog. So
that's true.
Aliens.
A lot of things I could regret.
You fucking the dog is kind of like an alien fucking you, if you think about it.
Exactly. You're like a lower sentient being, right?
Yeah, it feels wrong. They're like, listen, you're really aliens. Like, listen, you're really cool, bro. I just don't know. This just doesn't feel right.
Not again.
This would be unethical.
The power dynamic,
the power dynamic's too weird. Like as an employee type of situation.
Yeah, it's
that's crazy.
Oh fuck,
man. Well, but that's the whole thing, the tie-in between 9/11 and aliens is that there's the whole like Project Bluebeam stuff where it's like, because there's some people out there, and I'm not necessarily one of them, but I'm not, that think that they're like 9/11 didn't even happen, bro. It was a projection or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm not,
God,
but like
so...
that's where we're at with the level of fuckery that's able to be accomplished now with technology. Like if you go to these fucking, you'll go to like a Grateful Dead show and it'll be like the giant, like it'll be like 100 drones turning into a giant like skull thing or whatever. Do you see the thing from like whatever concert it was recently?
Where it shot, like lasers at the
where it was like a
and it
giant.
blew up. Crazy. It was
And I was like, and then all the comments were just like, they're gonna use this to do a fake alien invasion. It's like you could so easily fake an alien invasion footage.
They're probably mostly not aliens flying around in the UFOs.
That's what we were just talking about too. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's like, yeah, it's not like aliens in that sense, you know. But
that'd be crazy if it really was aliens, but it was like that was like the equivalent of them like using a laser pointer for a cat, but the cat is an F-16. They're just like, I gotta fucking find this alien, and there is an alien like way out, like thousands of light years away. That's just like pointing a little like projection of a UFO at our planet, just fucking with us. That'd be fucking nuts, dude.
Hard to say, man. Are they angels? Are they demons? Are they the lost tribes of Israel? Are they from the inner earth? Although those last two could be the same thing, depending on who you ask. I don't know. Are they from the Pleiades system, like, you know, a certain guy with blonde hair and blue eyes thought?
Dude, I fucking follow Pleiadian. It's like Pleiadian Disclosure or whatever. It's like the most schizo page on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
it's so
yeah.
wild,
I've been on pages like that, bro. Yeah.
It's so nuts.
The Galactic Federation of Light, which is totally not based on a series of books.
This is
cool stuff.
This is all so schizo, dude.
Yeah.
We're living in the schizo timeline. But hey, we got you wanted to perform one of your songs, bro. You sent the beats over, bro. Was there a timestamp you wanted us to go to on it? Or, yeah, because we already got the files.
Okay.
523.
Which one was it? Is it on the X-rated?
X-rated, yeah.
That was my show mix when we did a show with the X-rated.
What was it?
523 is the timestamp you said?
I'll start it a couple seconds before.
Yeah, you can start.
The end of the...
Oh, here, I'll start alone.
Try to get used to the latest frequency. Everything's fine. This song is unreleased. I don't really have a name for it. I can explain a little bit about the writing process after.
Yeah.
Down.
Ritual Productions. Man like me didn't need introductions. Hype ass beats got my energy buzzing. I made it in the lab and then came through stunting, flexing. These town boys get tested, restless. I am a space-time nexus. King of this shit, bitch, I am the bestest. I guarantee can't nobody come and step to this. Yo, shout out to the ZUDECAST, bruh. Been your #1 podcast of all time. Alright then, two-stepping off, patience and practice. I don't really like it when they hastily rapping. I heard him shamelessly capping. When I'm on the mic, I'm blatantly gassing. Smoking on tree till I feel asthmatic. I go in the forest when I wanna do magic. Deep in the woods, getting lost and getting stranded. You can achieve anything you imagine. I just ate some shrooms, now I'm smoking on cat piss. Bro, from the moon I could tell you was acting. I simply just can't have it. Fakes need to get away, I just can't stand them. I was born in the sauce, bro, you just adapted. Every time I'm stepping on the scene, I'm enchanted. Every time he come through, he looked too rancid. He came in with his chick, and then he got abandoned. Hey. Purple on my sweater tag, Ritual designed the pants. Distracted by these things that I glance at. Sometimes it feels like a trance, and if I look too long, I can feel it look back. I'm not gonna say too much. Back then when I used to take way too much, I didn't see this not once. Hey, big abyss stepping with the golden dawn. I'm on the level of the source of impressions. Get about my mind just to keep myself guessing. Can't speak of where I go cause the words won't describe it. I see the void looking and I'm feeling delighted, elated, I'm vibing. You can catch me matrix sliding, and I'm off to the edge of the horizon. No limit to the scope of the vision. Bitch, I'm always dope and I'm fitted. No gold rope around my neck when I kick it. When I get my money, I don't really like to spend it. I keep it in the bank and I make investments. Bitch, I just got an LLC. I learned about magic when I ate LSD. Deep in the forest, I was speaking with the trees. Energy rising, I can feel it in the breeze. Caught it in my body, I can send it with the ease. I don't often speak cause they won't even know what I mean. Bitch, I got it in my dreams. Shout out to the boys that ZUDE. I guarantee that none of y'all can come and fuck with me. I stay dipped in the scene. You can catch me in between. Bitch, I'm real clean, brush your teeth.
Goddamn.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, man.
That was hard.
That's fucking filthy, bro. Your style's so fucking insane. Like, it's all gas, no brakes.
Thank you.
Massive tune.
Thank you.
Yeah, is that what they say in the UK? Massive tune in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you said you're gonna talk about a little bit about that song there. What's that? What you guys say?
Yeah, so basically in the beginning where I said like if I look too long I can feel it look back, like when my grandpa died, I was there just like a little bit right after he died, right? Like I was just a couple minutes late. And I saw his like body laying there and he was just dead, right? So I was just looking at him for like a minute and then I just started to see this kind of like energy like coming out of like his face and just he was just like, you know, it was just his body there. He was dead. So I was just sitting there like taking it in a little bit and then I just felt like that presence of not necessarily death, because I feel like when you say death you think of something that's not necessarily what I was feeling, but it was just like an abyss or like a void or something like that.
Yeah.
And I felt like I could invoke it just by thinking about it. So that's why I said, if I look too long, I can feel it look back. Cause I felt like it was saying to me like, hey, like you need to kind of stop bringing me around to you. Like, just let me go kind of thing. Like stop thinking about what you were seeing and shit. And just like, it's what, like, you don't need to have this energy around you all the time. So it's kind of that, and that experience of, cause I would be like at work and if I like stared in somebody's eyes for too long, I felt like I could see that kind of energy like coming out of their face a little bit. And it just like, it wasn't scary or anything, but it was just kind of like, you know, when you're close to somebody and they die, that kind of like veil in between the worlds is like a little bit more thin, so you can maybe see or feel or like intuitively know things that you wouldn't normally be experiencing or processing. So it just kind of got me into a more like, it just got me down the path that I'm on now, is what I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old were you when you said your grandpa passed?
That was like 3 months ago.
Damn.
Oh damn.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, man.
That's okay. He was pretty old. He was like 96 or something.
Oh wow.
Well,
That's a good run, dude.
Yeah, it wasn't like hard for me to deal with his death at all, but it was just, I guess that was just how I was grieving.
Yeah.
That's
know?
awesome though, man. Making something super like productive and like really put, you know, that has a lot of significance between your experience there and you're putting it into your music and you're putting it out there for everybody again. That's, you know, it just keeps that going, that experience. You know what I mean? You're like making your mark with what happened to you, you know, and to your grandpa.
Yeah, it just felt like really, because that type of, it felt like that type of energy I didn't want to waste it because it's so powerful, right? Like the power of death is one of the most powerful things. Like most people in the world are afraid of dying.
Yeah.
So it really has a lot of power over people. So it's just something where like you can kind of take a little bit of that power back and use it. It's energy. Like a lot of things are energy. Mostly, I mean, everything is energy. And it's just kind of like a lot of the stuff that we go through isn't as extreme. so you don't really get that end of the spectrum where you're like seeing, not that I was like seeing shit that I was like, oh, like I'm actually seeing that, but it was more like
feeling things so intensely that like they're pretty much might as well be real because like you're feeling them so hard and like
well, it's more like if you like close your eyes really hard, like how you kind of get that distorted pattern. It wasn't necessarily like I was seeing a tangible thing, it was more like an energy.
I kind of was having this thought last night while I was, a little higher than I am now, about like quantum mechanics and, the nature of like how things are observed and then manifest. And I'm like, well, what if you like try to observe something without like observing it, like looking at it, like in your peripheral vision and like focusing on it? And that sort of like weird energy sort of thing that you talk about, I used to see that all the time as a kid in church. I would just be sitting there getting bored and like staring at the ceiling, but still kind of paying attention. And people's faces would start to glow. It's like you'd almost see like a aura or like an energy or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I saw the same kind of thing. It looked like big ass wings behind my grandpa one time because he was a preacher. So one time we went to church while he was preaching, and I just saw like these big ass, like it looked like energetic like wings coming out the back of him, kind of.
Whoa,
it's crazy. I had done acid the night before.
That makes sense. That'll do it.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Because acid really does linger too. Yeah. Where like it'll be like 16 hours later, and you're like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
I've had enough of the fucking triangles, dude.
If anybody wants to try psychedelics, I would say mushrooms is probably a better deal.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit less energy from you, and I feel like people have been doing mushrooms for thousands of years. Like, so maybe not thousands, but definitely hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And people have only been doing acid since like the 40s.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely ask your doctor what's right for you. Let them ask them what psychedelics are right for you, and they'll probably tell you just like to take a couple Ambien before you get on the plane.
And then you'll be like, that motherfucker is not real.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry to say it, but then the chick came out and she's like, oh, I'm sorry. That's hella not her, bro. They brought out the clone, bro. It's a body double. Why is she wearing the same outfit?
Yep.
Why is she wearing the same outfit? Why would she be wearing the same outfit?
She's like Hey Arnold, dude. She's like a cartoon character. She just has one outfit.
And she's got the whole closet full of one outfit, bro. It's hella not her, bro. That's hella not the same chick.
Like, little do people know she was really sitting next to like a reptilian.
Well, they got Carrot Top on the flight to like cover up the story and be like, I was not there.
Carrot Top was so mean too.
Wait,
he was all
was on the flight?
He was on the flight.
Bro,
right? Like,
same.
what does he do?
We need to look into this,
dude. Because he was like, he was like, I was on that flight. He's like with that annoying bitch. Like he's like,
I remember.
Remember he was like shirtless too. He's like,
dude, he's
I was on the.
But wait, I remember when you guys showed me that video. I said that does not look like Carrot Top either.
Well,
so maybe Carrot Top was a clone too, bro.
Well, Carrot Top doesn't look like Carrot Top, bro.
I was like, he looks like 20 years too young to be Carrot Top.
Oh no, he's got like all sorts of plastic surgery and stuff. Like he's gone crazy with that shit.
If you like pull up a picture of him on Google, it's like.
Carrot Top's a funky.
We're cross-examining Carrot Tops over here.
Carrot Top was just on Bill Maher's podcast, so you know he's a psyop.
Oh God, I hate this fool. Here, pull it up, bro. God, just kill him with fire, bro. God.
See, like
you're right.
Can we find the video actually for comparison? I really want to like.
Oh, wait, hold on.
God, I hate this man.
I must know. I'm sorry. This is our last stint here.
Yeah. We're gonna adjust any thing for Josh's performance in post too, so it's gonna be fucking fire. We're gonna get the going.
Okay.
Turn shit down.
Now tell me that's Carrot Top, bro.
Looks like Mickey Rourke, bro.
Dude,
hit play. I hate this fool.
Hi everyone. I just want to let you know I made it home. I'm in my bed. This is what it would be like to me in my bed. Come here. Yeah, I give my hats off to everyone at American Airlines today for how they handled the situation when that fucking nut job lost her mind in front of the whole plane. And 5 hours later, we're here in Orlando.
He just rolled back his lizard eyes for a goof, and it became a fucking whole thing.
Behind bars in Dallas, Texas, and Hope you enjoyed your little stunt.
In Dallas,
Reminds me of
Texas.
the,
Oh.
is this the man
This
who
happened in
wrecked the
Dealey Plaza?
buffet at the?
Carrot Top
Yeah,
was
it
there
does
that-
not
fucking
look
hate
like
Carrot
him.
Top.
That fool had entirely like
Yeah.
facial reconstruction surgery,
It
bro.
he looks way too young to be Carrot Top. Based on that picture,
There's a
then,
very,
you know,
The lighting is very on purpose
it's
there.
dim.
People
yeah.
don't know this, but Carrot Top was actually the shooter on the grassy knoll.
He had to get. He's in witness protection, dude. He had to like
That's why he
change
got
his
all
whole
that
face.
plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And they gave him that crazy ass hair.
that's
nuts, dude.
wild.
Damn.
Fuck yeah.
Well, fuck. Carrot Top killing Kennedy is a good point, I think. To maybe any last thoughts, Josh, on the how you feeling? Any last plugs, messages for the people?
Ritual.productions, my website. Catch me on Twitch. Twitch.tv. Sorry, let me restart that. Twitch.tv/Ritual Couture. Yeah, basically, that's it.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, thank you so much again for coming all the way out to Sacramento to come be on the ZUDECAST. We fucking really appreciate it. Long overdue. It's
Yes,
absolutely
sir.
great to have you, man. And I guess that's been ZUDECAST number 90. Another one for the books, y'all.
Hell yeah, dude.
Ho!
We'd love to have you back for some more conspiracy talk. We'll do like a more organized one for when some
Down.
next time some shit comes up. We'll
Yeah,
we'll let you know.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna be a wrap here.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Catch y'all next week.
Oh.
Goodbye.